Welcome to Kentucky Speedway, site of tonight's Fort Worth screen printing Xfinity Series race presented by Mr. Ghostman Travis Martin. Cars are just heading out on track for the start of qualifying. They'll have 5 minutes to set their 2 fastest lap times. See the 10 Bill Rivard, one of the first cars down and away. We'll watch him until we start to get some lap times coming in, then we'll hop around. Bill got the Gatorade Propel Black Cherry car tonight. His cars always make me thirsty. As someone who has POTS, POTS is kind of aided by the electrolytes in the Propel, so I drink a lot of Propel. Going through the list, and indeed, Bill is one of the first cars, along with Mike Edwards, out on track, so they should be the first two to put lap times in. Bill comes across start finish. First time is in. Rivard posts a 31.19. That'll be the lap for everyone to beat. Here comes Mikey to the line. He posts a 31.29. He'll sit second. Alec Daffin in the 8 jumps up to the top. It says 48 on your screen. He is 8 on the scoreboard. Hayden Lowell, fastest in practice, jumps up to the top. Hayden now ahead of Bill. Bill completes lap number 2. And he still sits second in the 10. Edwards would be the second one for lap 2 here. It looks like we have... We're used to single car qualifying here with sessions set up to be multiple cars on track. So draft may play a role unexpectedly here tonight in qualifying. Also means that it's going to be more than 2 laps. You have all 5 minutes to run as many as you like, bolt on as many tires as you like. So we'll see guys going for lap times over and over and over again. Ethan Evers had computer issues, didn't even know if he would make it on track, but here he is. Gets a time in on qualifying. It's currently one of the slowest. You see damage on the right side. He'll probably want to come in and reset that car. Jay Munch, 11th fastest in the ARC-IO Toyota. Dustin Franklin's 9th fastest. Jeremy Scher currently 8th. Mike Edwards 7th. Paul Gallimore 6th. Mikey rides 5th. Bill Rivard was Bill Rivard in 4th. Now it's Roebuck 4th. Rivard jumps up to 3rd. Roebuck going through the grass and blinking out. Hard now in that 3rd spot. D-Waddy with the prime. Appreciate you, my man D-Waddy. 27 months as Bill Rivard gets air in the 10. Jumping up over the grass. Hayden Lowell 2nd. And Daffin put down the 30.79 and sits on pit road waiting for everyone else to do their worst, I guess you would say. Hayden Lowell 800ths off the pole. Let's see if Hayden can find that extra bit of speed. Got a minute left to find it. May see him come down and bolt on a set of tires once he crosses the line here. Not get it done that lap. 35.14. Much slower. So the fall off seems pretty significant here. Corey Deal out on track in his Thrizzy machine. John Garrett jumps up to the 9th spot in 66. Nice boost there from John. Hayden still looking for the time. He gained a little bit there, but not enough. He's now at a 30.86. So unless he has it as he comes to the line here, that's going to do it. Hayden Gets the pole on his final lap. Hayden posts the 30.75 to beat Alec Daffin by 0.04 of a second. Impressive last lap effort from Hayden Lowell to win the pole. It's won our last 2 races in this series, and now he is on pole tonight. The rest of the cars come through to complete qualifying. Rivard will be 3rd. Bikey across the line, he'll be in 6th. Edwards on pit road, Scher, J Much. I think it's everyone. I don't see anyone else still making their lap times, so that should complete it. And there it goes. There it is, Hayden Lowell gets the pole. Let's grab a chat with Hayden if we can. Hayden DG, got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, you won the pole tonight on a last lap effort out there in qualifying. A bit of a surprise with the multi-car qualifying, but you took it like a pro and went ahead and sat on the pole. How do you feel about grabbing that late pole there?
It feels good. You know, you got to improvise, adapt, and overcome to any and all circumstances. And it did kind of surprise me, the group qualifying, but that last lap, I was like, well, I'm a tenth slower than Alec. I just kind of gotta drive it in deep, hope it sticks, and I did it. And out of 4, it was a little sketchy, but I was like, well, worst you can be is second. So I just kind of kept my foot to the floor and got to the line, and it was good enough for pole. So glad to have this Napa Batteries Ford Mustang for Madigan Motorsports up on the pole at Kentucky. 2 poles in a row.
Yes, sir. We'll get your car on track before they kick you out of the pole.
I have 50 seconds. I'm fine.
I'm trying to do the starting lineup. Get on track.
I was fast on track. I can be slow getting to the track.
No. All right,
There
bud.
you
Good
go.
luck.
Thank you very much.
Having a little fun with Hayden. Let's go ahead and start our lineup here as we show you Bill Rivard. There's Hayden. And our starting lineup presented by Labor 12. Appreciate them giving us some music to listen to while we run through all of these drivers. 22 starting tonight's race. Hayden Lowell in the 67 will be on pole in the Napa machine, starting alongside Alec Daffin in the 8 winter scoreboard. Shaw Racing Machine, Bill Rivard, the Gatorade Propel Black Cherry Machine, starts in 3rd. Blake Roebuck's 30 App State Mustang starts 4th. Mark Dingman, the Grading Authority Chevy, starts 5th. Brandon Bikey's 27 Camaro starts 6th. Paul Gallimore in the Superflow Chevy starts in 7th. Mike Edwards, the CaveRP.com Toyota, starts in the 8th spot. John Garrett, the Dead Parrot Rum Chevy, starts in 9th. Jeremy Scher's Chevy Accessories Camaro starts in 10th. Dustin Franklin, the Fort Worth Screen Printing Chevy, starts 11th. Jay Munch in the Arc.io Toyota starts in 12th. Jonathan Legger, the GameStop Toyota, starts in 13th. Cliff Mullins, Race 22, welcome back Cliff, his start 14th in his Camaro. Nathan Lafayette, Penguin Travel Center, starts in 15th in his Toyota. Matt Benke's Amtrak car starts 16th. Ethan Evers, the CaveRP.com Toyota, starts in 17th. Corey Deal's Thrizzy Toyota starts in 18th. Jeremy Clapper Newell Martin Sports Toyota starts 19th. JR Deal Little Caesars Toyota starts 20th. Ryan Brennan Blockbuster Chevy starts 21st. And Jake Lawrence, the 1010s Toyota, starts in 22nd. 22 cars set to do battle here tonight in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series presented by Mr. Ghostman. 120 laps tonight. Halfway points will go out at lap 60. To believe the restart zone is in effect, so you get to the front stretch, you'll see the red lines on the wall, usually also indicated with blue and white sponsorship area. Start zone now. They have to wait for the green flag. There it is. Hayden Lowell gets us started on the initial start. Green flag out in the air. Starting lap 1 of 120. Field looks clean through 1 and 2 so far. Coming off turn number 2 down the backstretch. See the field working their way through. Hayden out to the early lead over Alec Daffin in the 8. Blake Roebuck, Bill Rivard, and Brandon Bikey, your top 5. They've kind of single filed early on. Edwards, Dingman, Gallimore, all single file as well. John Garrett gets clear of Jeremy Scher. Move John Garrett up to 9th. Jeremy Scher riding in 10th in that 15 black and yellow Chevrolet. Someone smacked the wall there. Looks like Benke Those two are way too close together. Amtrak car brushing the wall. Looked like the 21 of Clapper Newell also got a piece of it. Banky hitting the wall again there. See the sparks flying off the 35. A little too high. Kentucky is aero sensitive, so you get aero damage, it's going to hurt. Daffin has managed to get by Hayden Law. Didn't catch that one, but Daffin moved out to the race lead over Hayden. Hayden now second, like Roebuck third, Bill Rivard, Bikey Edwards top six, then a bit of a gap. Back to Gallimore in seventh. Now Roebuck all over the back end of Hayden. Those two Mustangs going to do battle. You see the whole field just about trying to hit the wall there, and I think the 28 of Legger may have. Right up against the wall of the 28. Oh, it's Cliff. Mullen's got a piece of it. He's got a 2x from hitting the wall. Yeah, a little right side damage. I told him by lap 5 he would regret his decision, I guess so. Side by side, Hayden has Roebuck to the outside. Roebuck in the App State Mustang. Working the outside of Hayden Law. Move Roebuck up to second. Now Bill Rivard looking to go the long way around Hayden. Thanks for the reminder, Derek. My bad. I mean, we could, technically. You just guys might get tired of it, though. I really need an alarm to remind myself to turn that off. We appreciate our friends over at Labor 12 supplying us with some starting lineup music. Kind of them to do that for us for free. Rivard has gotten up to the third spot. Now Bikey trying to go the long way around Hayden's. Hayden keeping his car to the bottom, making everyone go the long way around. Perhaps Hayden in conservation mode trying to save the tire. Tires do wear out Kentucky pretty nastily, I would say. Even our leader Daffin, best lap is a 31:20. His last was nearly 3/10 off of that. We're only 7 laps into the run. Top handful of cars are all single file. We got battling back in 13th. See Jay Munch and Corey Deal. And Evers right there as well, as up ahead of him is Jonathan Legger. A whole wad of Toyotas there. Oh, Deal smacks the wall on corner entry. It's going to upset the 44 and drop him to 15th. Now they are single file. Now Evers to the inside of Munchell. Munchell closing in on the back of the 28. That got really tight. Munchell getting pinned behind the 28. It's Corey Deal. Gets to the inside, gets back by Munchell, and is going to pass the 28 of Legger as the 26 of Evers brushed the wall in corner entry. It looked like the same thing Corey Deal did a lap or two before. Plenty of action going on back here. Out front, the leader all by himself. Alec Daffin, 6/10 up on the field. You have Roebuck and Rivard, second and third. Rivard trying to reel in the App State Mustang. Not quite there yet. Edwards is peeking underneath Brandon Bikey. Not able to get alongside just yet. Rivard all over the back of that 30 car. Now he's going to peek to the inside, heading down to turn 1. If Roebuck gives up the spot, he does. Decides to let him go and get back to the bottom. Roebuck going to push the 10 down the backstretch. See if he makes a move to 3. Does not, stays in line. Rivard right down on the yellow line. 30 lining up about a lane higher through 3 and 4. Rivard able to stretch his gap over the 30 car. Behind them, John Garrett moving up a spot. Beaten by Mark Dingman. We're looking at about 11 cars in this lead pack, all the way back to that bright yellow and black machine with Jeremy Scher. If you can consider the leader still part of that pack, because he's almost a full second up now. Now Hayden starting to work his way back to the front. It seems like maybe Hayden was conserving his tires a bit. Now looks to the inside of Blake Roebuck. Any fun facts about this track? It's in Kentucky. The walls are green because it was sponsored by Quaker State. Fun fact, I've been to the state of Kentucky. What else you got? Hayden gets back around the 30. Hayden back to the 3rd spot now. Roebuck slides to 4th. Perhaps Roebuck used up those tires a little early. Heard a fuel run can be about 30 to 35 laps. Has Estoril never run a day race here? I don't know that that's true. Oh, Roebuck in the 30 smacks the wall and goes into the grass. We got a lawnmower Mustang. He saves it. Keeps it going in the right direction. We stay green, but he falls to 9th. 30 car. A little evil. I don't think he smacked the wall. I think he just got loose. I don't see. Oh, yeah, there's some right side damage. So I think he got the wall a little bit. Not too hard. Roll cage is getting fixed on the 22. Well, I saw your arc of paint scheme for next week that Autumn painted. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Daffin leads Rivard and Lowell. 2nd and 3rd, Lowell. I believe he took it easy on his tires early on. Now he's starting to press the pedal. You need the dog. Hayden closes in on the back bumper of the Propel Chevy. He's going to turn left, get the inside of Rivard, and have the preferred line getting down into turn 1. There goes Hayden up into the 2nd spot. Made it look easy. He is now 1.1 behind Daffin. We'll see if he can cut into it. Oh yeah, gets to the corner where the tires are the most useful. He is definitely gaining a little ground. See if he can keep that up over the course of the run. Meanwhile, Edwards has moved up to the 4th spot. Let's take a look at our biggest movers. Jake Lawrence up 5, JR Deal up 5, Jonathan Liggard back 8. So Jake and JR both moving up 5. Jake currently in the 17th position. JR 2 spots ahead in the 15th position. Leads down under a second for the first time in quite a while. Maybe 10 laps left, 10 to 15 laps left on this fuel run. They get awarded their bonus points at halfway. 41 laps to go for that. Probably see one pit stop and then the run to the stage, barring caution. If we go green, that lead now under 9/10. Steadily trickling down between the two. That's right with the 8 car of Alec Daffin. Look back at Hayden. Should melt down during the corners. Hayden definitely was backing off early in the run to save the tire. You can see it working to his advantage now. Hayden made a little bit of a bobble there. Lost some ground. Let's look on board with Hayden. Look up forward. It's going to give us the gap to Bill Rivard, so we'll take that off in a sec. Here's Hayden, just cruising, having a good time. Eating some popcorn, maybe? Who knows? Right on board, top of the Napa Ford, looking ahead at race leader. Mark Dingman closing in on Bikey. Corey Deal gets 2 spots, 1 corner. Is Dingman around Bikey up and into the 7th spot. These three have been trading all kinds of positions. Scherer was 13th, now he's 15th. Corey Deal passed both him and Franklin. Franklin had gotten around Scherer, now Scherer uses the top side to get back around. Quite a lot of battling going on between these 3 machines. Closing in on that window of green flag stops, Waddy. It could happen. Could happen. It's not a weird thing to happen in this series, for sure. I think the advantage Hayden had built up saving his tires are starting to go away. That gap is kind of maintaining at 6/10. Hayden rides second. Bill Rivard not too far away. About a 1.5 back in third. Edwards another 1.5 back. He's riding fourth. And John Garrett is riding fifth. Paul Gallimore in sixth. Mark Dingman seventh. Brandon Bikey eighth. A lot of those guys are running pretty close together. 2 seconds back of Bikey. Jay Munch rides ninth. Ethan Evers up into the top 10. Corey Deal is 11th. Jeremy Scherer 12th. Dustin Franklin 13th. Roebuck has hit pit road in the 30 car. Roebuck has had enough. Roebuck along with Jake Lawrence and Cliff Mullins. Those 3 cars have pitted. 20th, 21st, and 22nd. So Roebuck coming down with the short pit. Now he's going to hope it stays green. Try to use those tires to his advantage. He'll be flying by people when he comes back out. As should be the 37 and 68. Both these cars are on fresh tires also. That is Jake Lawrence looking to the inside of third place Bill Rivard. Should just blow by him when he gets to the corner. There it is. Look at the difference tires make. Not even fair. Roebuck shown in 20th. He's the highest up car that has hit pit road. Looks like Banky, the Amtrak Chevy, coming down. So these are a little earlier than we anticipated. We thought maybe 30 to 35 laps. They're coming down 27 and 28. So a bit early, but some of these cars maybe just so ill handling. They really wanted to get some tires on. Most likely wanted to go at least to lap 30 here. Daffin continues to lead, and I believe we're about to see quite a few stops. Legger's gone down in the 28 Toyota. GameStop machine sits on pit road. These guys continue to battle. JR Deal, Dustin Franklin, they get really close together. Fortunately, everyone keeps going in the right direction. Jeremy Clapper-Newell gets between them. Clapper-Newell says, thank you very much. This all happening 13 seconds behind race leader. There's Corey Deal in 11th. He's trying to run down 26 just ahead of him, Ethan Evers. We're keeping an eye to see who may duck in 4 pit stops now that we're on lap 30. 5 total. 5 total sets. So 4 in the pits. And here comes the 44. Corey Deal peels off the track onto pit road, as does the 27 of Bikey. So 2 more of our competitors make their first stop of the race. If it goes green, we should see a 3-stop race. But if we have cautions, we have 4 sets in the pits, 5 total. Daffin maintains his lead. Hayden Lowell kind of running him down. Not overly, but kind of. Close enough he can see him. It's like the 9 of J.R. Deal hits pit road here. Little Caesar's machine. Little bit of right side damage, both on the front corner and the rear, so he's been up and into the outside wall. Rowdy's trying to jinx us, saying there's 0% chance he goes green, even though we've had it before in the series. Waddy joins him with the attempt at a jinx. Gallimore hits pit road in the 6. Superflow Chevy on pit road, pitting out of the top 10. Ethan Evers' 26 machine also down on pit road. Got the teal on the car. Remind you, this October is Dysautonomia Awareness Month. That is the color for said awareness. And the 48 leader coming to pit road, Alec Daffin. So Hayden staying out a little bit longer. Leader Daffin pit road, bringing in Edwards. I believe John Garrett as well. Pit road getting to be a busy, busy place. Hands over race lead to the 67 Hayden Lowell. Hayden backs it down, drops it down off turn number 4, heads to pit road from the lead. Will Bill go with him? No. Bill going to stay out, needle out. That's Bill Rivard across the line. Looks like Dingman has pitted, J Munch has pitted, Clapper Newell stays out. Clapper will jump up eventually to the 2nd spot. There he goes. Took him a minute to get there. 21 Clapper Newell up to 2nd. 48 Ryan Brennan has stayed out. This is why Alec Daffin's in the 8 car. We already had a 48. So Brennan in 3rd. Lafayette 00 now 4th. And Bill Rivard pitting this lap. Rivard brings the 10 down pit road. Clapper Newell, he's going to come down at 35. Brennan's already down on the flat. Taking a very conservative entry for the 48 car. See some right side damage to it. That'll put Lafayette. Nope, he's coming in too. So that should cycle it back around to Alec Daffin. Daffin scoots by all those guys on pit road. He will regain the race lead here. He is now 1.2 seconds up on Hayden Lowell. That gap is growing. 1.4, heading up to a 1.5 seconds. Could be seeing Hayden doing the same thing he did last run, saving the tires early on. Now 3 seconds behind race leader. No, 3 seconds behind Hayden Lowell. Pretty far back. Blake Roebuck in the 3rd spot. We'll look through, see if anybody picked up some speeding penalties. Looks like Paul Gallimore. Gallimore with a 54-second pit stop. So Gallimore picked up a pit road penalty. He is now shown 22nd, 1 lap down. Tough break for Gallimore in the 6th. Alec Daffin 1.7 now over Hayden Lowell. Roebuck, he pitted early, so he's going to be going backwards. Roebuck is now 4 seconds behind Hayden. Mike Edwards catching him. Edwards trying to move up to the 3rd spot. is one of our closer battles on track after that pit stop, actually the closest. The other one is directly behind this, but not on the lead lap. But there goes Edwards. Mike moves into the third spot, gets around Roebuck, that other battle I was talking about. Right here, the 48 and 28. These guys are battling for the lucky dog. Neo all the way up to the wall. Ryan Brennan gets by in the 48. So if the caution comes out, 48 would be the wave around car. Do you have any other comers and goers? Looks like Jeremy Scherer is closing in the 68 machine. This will be for 16th, 15th place. Scherer has about 10 lap fresher tires than Lawrence. Scherer moves on by. Puts Jeremy up to the 15th spot. Ethan Evers, Corey Deal battle. This is for the 8th spot. Ahead of them, you see Bill Rivard. Rivard's about 2 seconds ahead of him. Check in on John Garrett. He is in the 6th spot. He's got Bill Rivard breathing down his neck. And just ahead of them, that red and white 27 Bikey. So those three all battling for position. Bikey 5th, Garrett 6th, and Rivard 7th. Not too far ahead of this trio, there is the black and yellow Mustang of Roebuck. Roebuck now has the oldest tires outside of Cliff Mullins. Mullins has 17 laps on his, Roebuck 16. Bikey 11, those are the oldest tires. Most everyone else about 6 to 8 laps on their set. So enough of a difference to really slow you down, especially for the 30 of Roebuck. I guarantee you right about now, Cliff Mullins is screaming in that 37 car. Goes Roebuck up the track right in front of John Garrett. Bill Rivard gets to the inside of Roebuck. Rivard up to 4th. Garrett noses his Chevy ahead of Roebuck. Now Garrett into the 5th spot, and Bikey going to have to wait a little bit before he can follow through. There goes Bikey to the inside of Roebuck. That moves Bikey up to 6th. Roebuck has a little bit of a break. Ethan Evers 1 second back. He'll settle in for 7th for a little bit. Daffin continues to lead with no drama, 3 seconds over Hayden. Hayden rides in 2nd. Mike Edwards kind of all by himself in 3rd. He's got 4 seconds ahead and nearly 4 seconds behind. Edwards on an island. Bill Rivard, John Garrett, 4th and 5th. And then Bikey. Roebuck. Evers is caught up to Roebuck quickly. Had 1 second to make up, but he is right on his back bumper. Evers drops down low in the 26th. Moves his Toyota up a spot. Roebuck now falls to the 8th position. Corey Deal 1 second back. Would be the next one to get by Roebuck. Deal has 5 lap fresher tires. Good evening, Ian. Bikey is very consistent. There's Dingman. Lafayette's in the middle of them too. Lafayette not on a lead lap. Lafayette 00 car 1 lap down. Yeah, he's got it down to 2.3 now. A long way to go. So we watch Dingman and Deal battle for position. That is the 9th position being traded. Now Dingman up to 9th. Corey Deal slides to 10th. Schultes, thank you for the follow. I hope that's how you say it. I gave it an effort. Daffin trying to lap the 21 of Jeremy Clapper Newell. Newell in 16th. So we've been green all race so far. Only one kind of dramatic moment as the 30 went down and cut the grass a little bit. Clapper trying to fight for everything he can to stay on his lead lap, and as he's doing so, the lead is shrinking. Hayden Lowell now under 2 seconds back. Hey, I'm glad I got it right. Clapper Newell giving Daffin all he wants and more for this position. Clapper does not want to go a lap down. Who can blame him? It's a long road back once you're down a lap. This is allowing Hayden close in ever so slightly in second. That sounds like he got sent. Clapper Newell crashed. Caution is out. Our first caution of the race. Let's see what happens. Looks like he came down. We'll have to go on the far chase and get the official view of that, but it don't look good from that angle. Let's go back. Probably too far back, but that's okay. Gives us time to switch cameras. So on the bottom, coming out of 3 and 4, rides the yellow line. Daffin gets inside of him, then kind of comes up. Like he comes up a bit. Clapper doesn't have to go to the outside wall for corner entry, and 48 expects him to. And they make contact. Clapper goes around. Caution is out. That was lap 49? Yeah, the 8, sorry. There is a 48 in this race. And that car says 48 on the door, so it's confusing. Here come our 15 lead lap cars, I would assume. It's like Roebuck has decided to stay out. Hey, people to do what, Ian? You do it every night by accident. So Roebuck stays out. Every other lead lap car is pit. Roebuck trying to play a strategy here. Daffin going to just edge out Hayden Lowell. Mike Edwards will be third off pit road, fourth in position. Rivard, Garrett, Bikey, Evers, Dingman, J Munch. Everybody at the pit is taking 4 tires here. Have to stretch that fuel window a little past 30 this time if they want to get back onto the right cycle. Maybe go 33 to 35 laps depending on what they're trying to do if they get green flag runs from here. Split it in half, it'd have to be 35, right? Deal an extended stop, fixing some damage. Same true for the 15 of Share. Both those cars are right side damage. Is Lafayette out on track, the 00. He has stayed out. He was ahead of Roebuck. So 00 Lafayette would get the wave around, be on the lead lap. Didn't catch who got the wave around, but I'm going to guess maybe the 15 of Jeremy Share. We'll see who drops to the tail end of the field. You're 9 laps away from awarding halfway points. Do not throw a caution for the stage, as they call it, even though it's just halfway. So Roebuck out front in the 30. Blake DG, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you're out front in the 30 car by virtue of staying out when everyone else came down on the lead lap. What are your plans here going forward in the 30 car?
Yeah, I tried to pit there early in that first run. Kind of worked out, but then right when the caution came out, I was a little bit further behind than I wanted to be. But yeah, I mean, just going for stage points is mainly what I'm going for here. I don't even think I'll get that, but just a different strategy. at this point I'll probably be ahead on tires, so we'll see what it's like in the end. But I'll be a sitting duck here for sure.
10-4, good luck to you, and let's try not to cut any more grass tonight, right?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. That's for sure.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Blake Roebuck leading at the moment in the 30 car, disappearing, doing a little Houdini act. There goes the 00 Lafayette getting his wave around. He'll run around to catch the back end of the field. Trying to see who maybe was a lucky dog. As the 48 comes around to catch up the back of the field. See if anyone's waiting for him to go by. Corey Deal, the 44. Let things kind of cycle around. See who goes where. Corey intimidating Cliff Mullins for some reason. Looks like maybe Brennan was a lucky dog as he's staying tail into the field there. Would be my guess. There you go. Confirmation in chat. Ryan was the lucky dog. Appreciate it, Ryan. Good luck. Corey was fixing damage. Gotcha. Or damage check. One of the two. Pace car is off. We're set for the restart here. Roebuck into 30. Older tires. Knows he's a sitting duck. We'll see how the field manages to get around him. Does not get too bad of a tire spin. But here comes Daffin and Hayden Lowell. Lowell gonna look to the inside. Roebuck just gonna have to try and hold the wheel straight through the middle and hope for the best. Hayden jumps out to the lead in front of Daffin. Now Lowell leads in the 67. Daffin second. Roebuck gonna be sliding back through the field as Edwards way up high in the 14 to get around. Hopefully everyone is aware the 30 has older tires and they're going to need to be alert. Roebuck using the Hayden Lowell strategy, staying around the bottom, sending everyone to the top side. John Garrett closes in on Roebuck. He's going to get the bottom here. So we watch everyone slowly drift back through the field as Daffin goes back to the race lead. Daffin wasted no time making that happen. Let's see how this comes down. So he's already got it here. Looks like they were down the straightaway there. Don't want to miss the race. Lead changing hands. Hayden Lowell got way out of shape. That's what did it. I thought we had plenty of gap there, and that is why. Hayden Lowell. And then he tried to cut off Daffin, but Daffin having none of it. And that is how the lead changed hands. Hayden now trying to get it back. Gets the inside of Daffin. Battle for the lead intensifying. Very frisky. Very frisky indeed, Ian. Roebuck is now shown on pit road. Things did not work out for Blake Roebuck here. Did not make it to the halfway points before having to come down pit road. Let's see if we can find anything happening to him or if he just... I don't see anything happen to him. Just, I guess he was already out of the points, so he decided to go to the back and take his lumps. Hayden, Daffin, Edwards, top three battling. Halfway points coming in a hurry. $10 points to win it. 1 point for finishing 10th. Scales in between, as you would imagine. Be at the end of lap 60, so technically a lap and a half-ish until we get to the halfway points. Edwards gets by Daffin. Lowell has to be happy to see that. Gets a little breathing room. Daffin falls back to third. Edwards closing in on Hayden. don't think he's going to have enough time to fight for the stage win here. It's definitely making it interesting, though. He's trying. Ford, Toyota, and Chevy lead in the field. That's what you call parity. Mikey trying to roll at the top a little bit. Show him something he hadn't seen. Well, that is going to be Hayden. Hayden gets the halfway points. The maximum amount of 10. Mike Edwards, Alec Daffin, John Garrett, Bill Rivard, your top 5. Bikey, Franklin, J Munch, Evers, and Dingman all getting stage points there at the halfway break. I say break, but we keep racing. We don't throw yellows for this stuff. That completes our points giveaway till the end of the race now. Edwards really wants this race lead away from Hayden. Hayden trying to do just enough to stay in the lead without burning his stuff up. Roebuck got a black flag. Oh my. Well, now we know. Roebuck serving a penalty. Makes Roebuck fall all the way to 21st, 2 laps down. Tough break. Restart zones on. Apparently that caught the driver of the 30 car out and unawares. Edwards leads in the 14. Hayden Lowell second. Alec Daffin in third. John Garrett, Bill Rivard, your top 5. So we watch Daffin and Hayden. Careful, Hayden. He's already sent one to the yard. Ian with the 2 gifted subs, gifting Zach Margison and Quinn Newton. Getting 2 gifted subs. Appreciate you for that, Ian. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support, my friend. Hope you're enjoying tonight's race. We're just past halfway in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series. Xfinity Series presented by Mr. Ghostman. Yes, there is a giant Geico sign. And the red lines on the wall are the official markers. The Geico is just kind of an extra bonus. Hey, thank you so much, Ian. Thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it. So Daffin kind of backed off the back bumper of Hayden a little bit. Not really his style. And as I say that, starts to close right back in. Hayden blocking that bottom. Daffin having none of it. Dive into the bottom. Hayden trying to keep it closed off. What up, Tang? Long time no see. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Daffin with that wild swing to try and get around Hayden loses time. I think Hayden's just messing with him at this point. John Garrett seems content to ride in fourth and watch. Bill Rivard closes in on John Garrett. If you're new to Sidewinder, John Garrett runs in the ARCA series in real life. Cool to have him be a part of our series, and not only that, be part sponsor of this series with the Fort Worth Screen Printing Group. We appreciate that. John Garrett up the track a bit. Bill Rivard peaks low, but not close enough to take advantage just yet. And you see the bright red and white Camaro in 6th. Brandon Bikey. Behind him, Dustin Franklin, the other Fort Worth car, riding in 7th. Dingman in the 8th position. J Munch and Evers rounding out the top 10. Evers closing in on J Munch. Try to do battle there. Cliff Mullins, welcome back, sir. He's riding in 11th. Corey Deal 12th. JR Deal 13th. Jeremy Scherer 14th. Ryan Brennan 15th on the lead lap. And Nathan Lafayette 16th, last car on the lead lap. Gallimore, after that green flag pit stop penalty, first car 1 lap down in position for a lucky dog. But we have not had many yellows this race. Only one. Becky rides in 18th, a lap down. Clapper Newell 19th, and Legger in 20th. Roebuck, after that start penalty, he is now 21st. Last car is still running. And about to be 3 laps down if he doesn't get it going. Mike Edwards not far behind. Edwards leads Hayden Lowell. Daffin, Garrett, and Rivard. J Munch going 3 wide here. Got Ethan Evers, Mark Dingman, and Joel Munchell. I believe Evers just completed the 2 for 1. Went from 10th up to 8th. We got Legger and Roebuck making contact. Bill Rivard and John Garrett too. Caution is out. See what we can find happening here. It triggered way early. There's a lot of cars picking up 4Xs here. Don't have car numbers because I can't hear audio from the race. Oh my gosh, Jonathan Legger in the 28. Brutal impact. There's Dingman getting a piece. JR Deal comes in late. We need to go back and watch the 28 here. As I try to watch the 28, it sends me elsewhere. There we go. There's Roebuck in the 30. Oh my gosh. A door bang between the 30 and 28 sends the 28 up the track. He was holding the brake, lets off the brake and slides right down into John Garrett. I believe that was Garrett. My goodness. Yeah, John Garrett and the 10 of Bill Rivard. I have no idea why he let off the brake there, or why he door banged that guy. I have no answers. Corey Deal stays out. Hayden Knoll and the rest of the field come down pit road on the lead lap. Sure, that'll be a fast repair for quite a few involved in that one. There were some pretty hard hits. Dingman definitely just took his. Well timed there. Hayden Lull struggled to get out of his box, and Alec Daffin going to take position over Hayden. They'll be behind Corey Deal, Bill Rivard. That looks like Rivard headed to pit road. No, he's coming out. Huh. Now Rivard dropping back a little bit. I don't know what's going on with the 10. Maybe he entered pit road early to get the fast repair, because he was definitely involved in that wreck and his car looks relatively okay. Maybe a little dirty, but all the fenders look right. So I think he took his fast repair. Maybe he had to come in a lap early to do it. And that might be why he's cycling to the back. Now Corey Deal coming to pit road. Corey Deal stays out a lap now. He'll go back to the back of the field. Interesting maneuver. Maybe he didn't know pits were open? You wanted the lap lead. Okay. We'll go with that. Corey Deal putting in chat, he wanted the lap lead. So Daffin, your leader over Hayden Lull. Mike Edwards in 3rd. Brandon Bikey 4th. Dustin Franklin 5th. Ethan Evers 6th. John Garrett. Sure he took his fast repair. That was a really hard hit. Yeah, he did. Garrett now finds himself 7th after that. Cliff Mullins into the top 10. He's 8th. Jeremy Scherer 9th. Dingman had to take a fast repair. He's now 10th. JR Deal caught a piece of that. He's 11th. Brennan 12th. Let's take a look, see who burned him and who still has him. Pit stop. And fast repair. There we go. Garrett burned it. Mullins burned it. Scherer, Dingman, Legger in 21st. Get our timer to flip back over here. So JR burned it in 11th. Corey burned it in 15th. Bill Rivard, Clapper Newell, and Gallimore have all exhausted their fast repair already. Roebuck still has one, as does Banky, Lafayette, Munchel, Brennan, Evers, Franklin, Bikey, Edwards, Lowell, and Daffin. Good to know. Should be getting set for the restart, and we are fueling up 2x2. Daffin passing the pace car. This formation, it looks like the pace car is part of the field. True. Alright, so those of you trying to figure out what happened to the 30 car of Roebuck, we'll show you when we get to the front straightaway here. You'll see painted on both the walls and the infield, on the flat of the track, or the apron, if you will, be the words Geico everywhere. That is the zone in which you must restart this race, either after the beginning of it and before the end of it. It's hard to say. You have to roll into that box before you can go. So there it is, the white line on the track. Right in there is the restart zone. Daffin nails it just about as soon as they get into it. Jumps out to a quick lead over Hayden Lowell and Mike Edwards. The zone you usually get rear-ended. Looks like Franklin got a little loose there in the 5th place, the 74 car. Boss man John Garrett looked underneath him, decided to stay in line. Franklin gets by Bikey. So that little bobble not costing Franklin too much. Field quickly getting single file again. Watch and see if John Garrett can get by Bikey. Battle for the 5th spot. Behind them you got Cliff Mullins in 9th, JR Deal inside of him, trying to get that 9th spot away. Able to do so. Mullins will drop to 10th. Now Dingman looking for position. Hayden trying not to let Daffin get away this time. Those two have broken away from the rest of the field. Looks like most cars took the 4 tires here, with there being an extra set of tires, so if someone saved them here, they might look pretty smart. Might. Daffin's starting to stretch that lead a little bit. Edwards 3rd, Franklin 4th, Bikey 5th, John Garrett, Ethan Evers, Jeremy Scherer, JR Deal, Mark Dingman, your top 10. Bill Rivard, after that accident, trying to bounce back. He's currently in 11th spot, trying to get by Dingman. Seeing Roebuck and Banky made contact. 30 and the 35. Don't have video of it, but just a report I got. Daffin on cruise control at the moment. Hayden, I don't know if he's trying to save or what. It's hard to know with Hayden. He definitely saved the first 2 runs. And Edwards, Franklin, Garrett, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. You have Ethan Evers trying to get by Brendan Bikey. Battle for the 6th spot. Evers gets it done. Now Bikey and Scherer set to face off. Bikey settles into that 7th spot. Scherer unable to make a move. John Garrett looks to the inside of Franklin down into turn 1. Draws alongside, door to door. See if Garrett clears him off the corner. He does. John Garrett moves up to the 4th spot. Drops Dustin Franklin back to 5th. Now Ethan Evers looking for somewhere to go in his 26 car. it's quite going to be there. He's going to look, but not there yet. Mark Dingman looking low on JR Deal. Starting to get that green flag look again. Less than 40 to go. Do you still have to have one more pit stop? Nobody can make it 38 laps, I guarantee you. Technically, it'll be an extra 10 on top of that, so yeah, nobody can make that. It's about a 30 to 35 lap fuel window. Daffin, your leader. Hayden, less than a second back. Edwards, 2 seconds back. And Garrett, Franklin, Evers, Bikey, Scherer. This battle. Bill Rivard, JR Deal. Rivard going to move up into the top 10, slips JR to 11. Rivard was running up in the 6th spot. Oh no. Caution again. Oh no. Trouble. Watching the 28 car, black, red, and white machine. He just drives down into the 21, then up into the outside wall. I got no words. There's no other way to describe that one. Maybe he didn't know the 21 was there. I'm not sure how, since he was in front of him. He just comes down the track into him and then shoots the car out to the outside wall. That was strange. He sidedrafted me. That was a very weird wreck. So this puts us in a really interesting spot. I think if you save the gas, you can make it from here. Maybe right at that 35 window. Right at it. So most people are coming down, but a lot did not, and 2 did not, and that is interesting to me. Corey Deal and Brandon Bikey have stayed out. I guess they don't want to take the tires. Looks like tires for most of the others. Daffin and Hayden were right on top of each other. Interesting to see how iRacing says that one played out. Watch for your favorite driver coming off pit road. Bikey in the 27 and the 44 of Corey Deal have stayed out here. Much to the chagrin of Blake Roebuck, who would have gotten the wave around if they didn't. They're going to come this time and bring Roebuck with them. I am shocked that Roebuck is coming down here. Thought for sure he would take the wave around. And then hope for another caution. But he has not. Roebuck comes to pit road. Bikey and Corey Deal come down as well. You see the cars off the lead lap, which is none of these cars. A lot of cars probably topping off here. Bikey fuel only in the 27. 6-second stop. Fuel only. Did not take a set of tires here in the 27. Could look like a genius later on. We'll see. J Munch topped off the tank. Corey Deal took tires and fuel. Cliff Mullins a 10-second stop. Gallimore 15-second stop. And Roebuck only car 1 lap down. And last car is still running, as Jonathan Legger has retired and will finish 21st tonight. Jake Lawrence retired to 68. He will be finished 22nd. The 21 happened? You drove into the 21's door. The 30 did not listen to your staff. I got no words. I don't remember the 30 incident with you, but the 21, you drove into the 21. You can't blame the 21 on that one. Field forms up 2 by 2. So you hit the 21 on purpose? Apparently the 30 did nothing, according to one of the leaders of this series, especially while Travis is away. Anyway, we're getting set for the restart. Field working their way down the backstretch. Waddy a bit premature with his green. Just a bit early. My cat's trying to cough up a hairball behind me. Always fun. Wait a minute. We're getting set for the restart. Daffin and Lowell side by side. Daffin control car in the 48 on the image, the 8 on your leaderboard. Field enters the restart zone. Daffin goes. Lowell slats down in front of Edwards. Then jumps out to get corner entry. Edwards has Dustin Franklin hot on his trail. John Garrett. Uh-oh. Banky getting up high and out of the groove. Able to keep it off the wall, but we're 3 wide there for a minute. Nice job by everyone there to avoid the situation. Remember, Bikey did not take tires here in the 27. He's hoping for a maybe 6, 7, 8 lap run and then a yellow. That would be perfect for the strategy of the 27 car, as long as he's able to avoid any trouble. Maybe even up to 10 laps will be alright. Daffin breaks away to the lead again. Hayden Lowell and Mike Edwards trying to chase him down, but also battle one another. And you have teammates, 4th and 5th, John Garrett, Dustin Franklin, Ethan Evers. Somewhere on the cars from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, all of those have Fort Worth sponsorship somewhere. Entertaining. Bill Rivard 7th. Mark Dingman 8th. Klepper Newell in the 9th spot. J.R. Deal battles him, and Blake Roebuck in the 30. Again, not on the lead lap because he did not take that waiver round. Do feel it might be tight, but should see everyone make it to the end from here, barring green-white checker finishes. If we get into that situation, all bets are off. Daffin, Lowell, Edwards, Garrett. We'll try to find you a battle on track. Lafayette locked up in a battle with 37 of Mullins and 69 of Munchell. 44 of Deal there as well. Got a handful of cars, 5 cars all for position right there. Look up ahead, Ethan Evers trying to get inside Dustin Franklin. Nothing doing there for the 26. John Garrett running up a lane higher. Evers going to try to send it down into 1. See if he can get clear of Franklin. He does. Move Evers up into the top 5. Now the front 10 all single file again. Daffin's lead 1.1 seconds over Hayden Lowell. I believe Hayden might be saving the tire again. See a lot of fire out the pipe as he rolls the corner. Not trying to overdrive it. Bill Rivard trying to make a move on Franklin. Battle for 6th. Rivard saw him get involved in that wreck. As did John Garrett. Garrett's rebounded up to 3rd. John Garrett's gotten by Mike Edwards. Edwards drifting back a bit. Now Ethan Evers looks to the outside of his teammate. Nadezuck in line. Alec Daffin just left these guys. 1 second out. We have Hayden Lowell, John Garrett, Mike Edwards, Ethan Evers. Franklin's hanging on in the back of the pack. Rivard not able to get by. Dingman in 8th. JR Deal 9th. Clapper Newell battles for 10th with J Munch and Cliff Mullins. Quite the battle at the back end of the top 10. J Munch on the high side in the 69 car, going to use that momentum. Get the spot for now. Goes green. Fuel will be interesting. I think everyone can make it, but they may have to go easy on it for a lap or 2 maybe. Back up the corners a slight bit. Shouldn't be too bad though. You asked him to go 36 laps. Fuel window's about 30 to 35, so it's not a lot of saving you would need. But you would have to make a conscious effort to do it. So if somebody doesn't think about it, they might run out. Evers once again trying to get by the 14. Mike Edwards. Then Edwards gets a good run off the corner, closes in on the back bumper of John Garrett. Looks for somewhere to go with his run. He's going to peak low, peak high, peak low, and then ride in tire tracks. Hayden Lowell starting to get away from the pack. Also making a little inroad on our race leader. Not a big deal, but a little bit. Was up over 1.1 seconds. Now it's down to 0.8. Bill Rivard and Dustin Franklin battling once again. This time Rivard's got him. Bill moves up to the 6th spot, slide Franklin back to 7th. Took Bill a long time to get that pass made, so I'm sure he's pretty happy. Check back into the top 10. You've kind of singled out. It's like Mullins and Corey Deal. It's the closest battle on track, so we'll keep an eye on these two. This is a battle for the 12th spot. Most of you know at least part of Mullins' story, that been dealing with a lot of computer issues. Just got the computer back today, so he's pretty excited, riding up in the 12th spot as he gets by Corey Deal here. See if Corey crosses him over as Mullins gets tight off the corner. Yes, he is. Saw that one coming. Corey Deal wants his 12th spot back. Gets in front of Cliff Mullins. So we work lap 102. Laps counting down quickly here as we counter this green flag run. Hayden has it down to 6/10. Now 18 laps remaining. Hayden gained quite a lot on corner entry and lost it from like center off. If he can gain that half a tenth a lap, he'll be there. Just needs to stay consistent on those gains. 17 to go. Could we have a battle shaping up here for the lead? It's now under half second. Hayden definitely making inroads. Is Daffin saving something, or is he giving it his all at this point? Hayden trying to go 3 in a row. He's won our last 2. Now under 4/10. These two have been very feisty with the blocking and the swerving to try and get by one another. What are they willing to do as we come down to the final 15 laps? As Hayden is definitely going to get there. I know there's 20 other cars in this pack, but in this race, we're having a show put on for the front too, so we're going to watch it. It's Hayden now under 2/10. Daffin in the 8 sees that Napa car right filling up his mirror. Hayden giving it all he could get off that corner. Got a little tight. Going to lose about a tenth. Saw Hayden definitely try to push it off the corner and got tight. Still 14 to go. Has time to make it up. Hayden enters a little lower. See if he can manage not to get tight off the corner this time. Looked like a little bit better exit. Still lost some time. Hayden is getting tight down there in 1 and 2, especially on the exit. Seems to make up ground in 3 and 4, but just needs not to lose it in 1 and 2. Just maintain it. Now 12 laps remaining. Kentucky. Fort Worth screen printing. Xfinity Series presented by Mr. Ghostman. Hayden caught the apron there. That's not going to be good. Car got a little upset, slid up to the outside wall, had to lift once again. Now he's going to go back out to almost 3/10 again. Have to start the surge all over again. Once again, Hayden quicker through 3 and 4. If you could just find a way to maintain in 1 and 2. That time he got through 1 and 2 very well. Now let's see how much ground he can make up in 3 and 4. This time Daffin kind of drove Hayden's line. Hayden actually probably didn't like that too much. Want to get some air on that nose. And he maintained in 3 and 4. See if he learned how to get through 1 and 2. See, Daffin starts up high, then drops down over the nose, and usually at that moment is when Hayden kind of loses and gets tight. Able to maintain once again. 10 to go. John Garrett third, Edwards fourth, Rivard fifth, Evers sixth, Franklin, Dingman, Clapper, Newell, and Munchell your top 10. Hayden looking inside. It's got the 8 car, up off the bottom. Hayden trying to get the lead away. Comes off turn number 2, and Daffin's in the wall. 8 car a little too hard off the corner. It's up and into the outside wall. Mistake from Daffin, and Hayden Lowell takes the lead. What is Daffin willing to do to try and get it back? Hayden out front now with 8 laps remaining. Daffin drifts up the track on corner exit of 1 and 2. Stayed in the throttle though, did not lose much ground. Three and 4, once again Hayden just better than Daffin. Gets some separation, pulls away. 3 and 4 has been Hayden's bread and butter this race. Once he figured out 1 and 2 following Daffin, figured out how to maintain that gap, now he's starting to pull away. This is very impressive from Hayden. Gap grows to nearly a half second. We'll check in on what else is going on track. John Garrett in the 3rd spot over Mike Edwards, Bill Rivard. Rivard's managed to get all the way up to 5th spot now. Ethan Evers is in 6th. Mark Dingman 7th. See Clapper Newell in 8th. Dustin Franklin's fallen all the way to 9th. Handling going away on the 74 it seems. Corey Deal in the 10th spot. Jay Wench rides 11th. Cliff Mullins, welcome back, in 12th. J.R. Deal 13th. Ryan Brennan 14th. Gallimore got back on a lead lap. He's 15th. Bikey 16th. Lafayette 17th. Then you have Jeremy Scherer 18th. Matt Benke 19th. Those are all the cars on the lead lap. Roebuck 1 lap down in 20th. Been stuck there ever since his penalty. Probably a night Roebuck would rather forget. It's Hayden's lead now growing to almost a full second. 27 does still have a set of tires, but he's running out of time to use them. Down to 4 to go. Jake still has 4 sets, yeah. You're only 76 laps down, sir. Get in it. Hold him over here. Hayden, Daffin. Then this battle. Edwards and Rivard. Rivard has gotten by John Garrett. Now he's going to press Mike Edwards with 3 to go. Only need about 75 cautions, yes. The maximum we could have is 4. Yeah, if we had unlimited, we could. Maximum we could have at this point is 4. John Garrett got a little high in a 66. He's going to lose ground to Rivard here. We're watching the battle for 3rd because the front 2 is decided as the caution flies. Roebuck and Clapper Newell with 2 laps remaining. Unbelievable. At least I figured it was these 2 because it says 2x incident points on both of them. There it is. Netcode. Whee! Netcode sends the 30 around. Roebuck doesn't hit anything, but unfortunately for Roebuck, he was involved in that incident, so he won't even get the lucky dog. That's rough. That is rough. Hayden Lowell had this thing in the bag. Well, I guarantee you'll see the 27 on pit road. Other than that, I have no idea. New PC's not helping with it. Oh wow, looks like plenty of people had tires. Oh my goodness. Two laps remaining and the entire field is on pit road. Is someone staying out here? Lafayette's going for it. 00, Nathan Lafayette has stayed out. It might be fuel. You're right. It very well might be fuel. We'll see who takes what here. Well, there's tires going on Daffin and Lowell. And Dingman and Rivard. 26 is down and away. Daffin's going to beat Lowell out again. All right, let's figure out what happened here. Lafayette has stayed out in the 00. Ethan Evers in the 26, rolling the dice. Looks like he had a 9-second stop, so I'm going to guess maybe 2 tires for the 26. Daffin, 4 tires and fuel. Hayden Lowell, 4 tires and fuel. Mike Edwards, 4 tires and fuel. Bill Rivard, 4 tires and fuel. John Garrett, 4 tires and fuel. Dingman the same. Corey Deal, perhaps 2 tire stop. It's Corey Deal. 9.4 seconds on pit road. Uh-oh, did Corey Deal speed? Yep, Corey Deal speeded. Confirmed in chat. 2 tires and sped. Corey will probably head down, pick up the other 2 tires. So he has to go to the back anyway. Nathan Lafayette leads. Robot going to take the wave around, it looks like. Let's go talk to Lafayette. Well, you're out in front of the field, Mr. Lafayette. How you feeling in that 00 car?
Well, we're just going to see what happens. I don't have enough fuel if it goes green the whole way, but if we get a yellow, maybe I can kind of coast it to the finish or something. We'll see what happens.
You're going to need that on the second lap then, right?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get really lucky, but I was towards the back of the lead lap, so I figured why not take a gamble with it.
Team 4, good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So he says he doesn't have enough if it goes the whole green-white checker. He needs a yellow to come out on win. Nothing would happen. Nothing would help him, right? Because if the yellow doesn't come out on the first lap, then it can't come out on the second lap. And if it comes out on the first lap, then it has to go to another green-white checker. So there's nothing that can help the 00. There's no situation where the 00 is in a good shape right here. Unless he's just joshing with us and has plenty of fuel. Interesting call. The 26 definitely took 2 tires, him and Corey Deal. Corey Deal picked up the speeding penalty, so the front row is no tires and low on fuel, and then 2 tires and enough fuel. Then you have the 2 fastest cars of Hayden Lowell and Alec Daffin. He'll be 3rd and 4th on the restart. Lights are out on the pace car. We're about to see how this unfolds, but things got mighty interesting all of a sudden. We will have to see. I believe the winner still comes off row number 2, but we will have to see. Scott, very well could be. Could be that he got caught napping, and I don't know. The entire field in front of you pits. I don't think that's caught napping. It can't be. Who knows? Maybe he was texting. Never know. Drivers are not always the most honest folks. We've had a lot of people trying to get away with things that they shouldn't have on that line of thought. Getting black flag clears that shouldn't be. Lying about why they got them. Go to the front row. Nathan Lafayette, Ethan Evers. Row number 2, Hayden Lowell. On the outside in the 67, Alec Daffin, the inside in the 8/48. It looks like a 48, but only the 8 counts. Roll into the Geico restart zone. Lafayette, control car, gets us restarted. Evers does not get a good start in the 26. Already under attack from Daffin. 26 is falling back in a hurry. Hayden Lowell trying to block off Mike Edwards and get inside Nathan Lafayette. Evers up the track. That car not doing well in 2 tires. Oh, contact with Edwards and Lowell. That's going to cause a wreck. And that should bring the caution right back out. Daffin got out front before all of that. It looked like Lowell and Edwards made contact. 14 and 67 coming together. Looks like Lowell tried to turn underneath of Daffin with his run he had, but the 14 was already there. And just caused a major calamity. J Much sliding in late in the 69 car. Let's look one more time. See if we can ride with Hayden as he goes down on this restart. See him have to get underneath the 00 of Lafayette. Gets back to the throttle. He's going to try to turn under the 48, but Edwards is already there. He must not have known it, just saw the opportunity to go for the lead. Wow. Well, it looks like Hayden Lowell will not be going for 3 in a row, excuse me. Whew. That's got to be a tough pill to swallow. Let's watch that one from Edwards' point of view. I think Edwards still has his faster pair. Yep. 14 has brand new car. So now those guys are hoping they wad him up in the front again. Just jumped when the sun was still up. Confusing. Trying to go back to the accident here. Edwards being sent on another wild ride. He already had a wild ride in practice. So you see the Napa machine makes this move once, gets between Edwards and the 00, and then gets behind Daffin, turns down into Edwards. Edwards is already there. Cliff Mullins gets a piece, JR Deal, Clapper Newell. Looks like Brennan made it through. 15 of Jeremy Scher definitely made it through. Let's go watch Scher's point of view here. See the 26 falling back on those 2 tires. Scher makes it through there. Impressive. A lot of cars did not. So the whole field gets shuffled here. Alec Daffin, your leader. Bill Rivard, Dustin Franklin, Mark Dingman, and Brandon Bikey, your new top 5. Paul Gallimore, recently a lap down, now 6th. Looks like Rivard trying to encourage the 48 to take the top. Rides right on the back bumper of the 8 car. I will say that gets Blake Roebuck back on a lead lap, as long as he didn't hit anything. Looks like he's already gotten the wave around. So Roebuck back on a lead lap. It took most of the race, but he is back on a lead lap. It looks like both the 2 Extreme Motorsports cars on pit road, Cliff Mullins, Nathan Lafayette. Hopefully Cliff had fun out there tonight. than both of the DG Racing cars, 16th and 17th, involved in that situation there. And lights are out on our iRacing Pace Car Sedan. Daffin Rivard, the front two. Can Bill get to him is the question. At least Cliff said that was fun. I don't know if he's sincere or being sarcastic, but we'll take it. We will take it. Lots of welcome backs. Pace car works its way down the backstretch as we're getting set for the replay. Man, that man just got back on his computer. And we're already talking about getting spit and venom. Funny stuff.
Do it.
Do it. We'll see what Bill Rivard has. The 48/8 is your control car here. Pretty sure that says President Daffin on the... Wow. Field enters the restart zone. Daffin goes pretty early. Bill not able to keep up. Seems like the only thing standing in Daffin's way right now will be another yellow. Huge gap opens up back to Franklin in second. Rivard falls to third. There's Bikey trying to get that away. So we watch the battle between Bikey and Rivard. Rivard hanging onto it by a hair at the moment. White flag is in the air. Final lap from Kentucky in the Fort Worth screen printing Xfinity series. Looks like the top five going to get single file as we come to the line. Rivard still trying to hold off Bikey. Puts a big block on the 27. Bikey going to try to roll the outside. None of it going to affect the 8 car. Alec Daffin going to pick up victory at Kentucky in the Fort Worth screen printing Xfinity series. Franklin finishes second. Bill Rivard gets third over Bikey. Now it shows Bikey picking up third. We'll have to check that finish. Right at the line. That was close. One more time. Here they come off turn number 4. Just got him. Bikey picking up third. Try again, Ian. That one. Rowdy got you. All right. Daffin, your winner. Franklin, second. Bikey, third. And we'll watch the 8/48 get the celebration going. If we can get Bikey, Franklin, and Daffin to the interview waiting room, por favor. Or I can just start pulling people. We'll come back to the celebration there. We go back to find Bikey in the 27. Get some slow roll footage. There we go. Fighting Bill Rivard. That'll be a good one. Drag him up here. Brandon, DG, you got the copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, you brought it home in a third spot with a thrilling finish with the 10 car of Bill Rivard. Did you even know you finished third?
Yeah, I did. I'm used to finishing third, apparently, so I think I have the most third place finishes of anybody in this league. But yeah, that was a fun race, man. Bill raced me clean. I was faking down. I really wanted the top on 3 and 4, so luckily he took the bait a little bit. But he raced me good and clean, and that was a lot of fun there at the end. He's always fun to race with. I wish everybody raced like he did, like Ethan Evers. I mean, these guys race clean, they race well, and it's fun racing that type of driver. I wish we had more drivers like that.
TM4, you got those friends, family shout outs to give to us since you don't have a sponsor?
Yep, no sponsors still. But yeah, obviously I want to shout out to my wife Lindsay, as always, and my dad. He watches all these on replay. Brother Austin, my teammates Paul and Mark. I know we were up there all almost top five this race. They are the best guys to race with. We are looking for other drivers that are clean racers that want to have a good time and be respectful out there. So anybody that's interested, please feel free to hit me up. And DG, appreciate everything you do. We love racing here, and it's just so much fun. So thank you for creating a place for us to do that.
TM4, we appreciate you. Thanks for the kind words, and congrats on your another third place finish. You had to work hard for that one, so it was good to see you do some work out there.
I got lucky. I mean, I got really lucky. I missed about 15 cars on that caution that everyone was spinning out. So I shouldn't have finished there, but I got lucky. That happens sometimes.
That's part of racing. Congrats on your third place finish. We'll catch you in the next one, my friend.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Brandon Bikey in the 27, bringing it home third. Let's go find Dustin Franklin in the 74. Dustin, DG, got the copy?
Hey, how's it going, man?
It's going great. Brought it home in second place tonight. Looked like maybe the longer runs were kind of a Achilles heel for you, but we finished on a few short runs there, and you brought it home second. How is it out there in the 74 tonight?
Oh man, I couldn't get on the right rear to save my life. Guess that's something I need to work on here, for sure. But the short runs, I had it. I lucked out on that. My teammates got called up, and they were definitely faster than me. So I think I'm really lucky to get this P2. But it was a fun race, and I think I learned a little bit. But I definitely need more practice on these long runs.
10-4. I mean, I think we all do. I definitely do.
Right, right.
Well, congrats on the second place finish tonight. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout outs to give to us tonight.
Yeah, as always, I want to thank John and Fort Worth Screen Esports. He's coming up on the Phoenix here in Arcus. I'm gonna give him a shout out. You guys be looking out for that. And if there's anybody out there looking for partners, looking to partner with him, hit him up. Other than that, I'd like to tell everybody have a good night and thank you and thank everybody that runs this league.
10-4. Short, sweet, and simple. And yeah, you got to shout out John. We appreciate you, my friend. Congrats again on the second place finish, and we'll see you in the next
Hey,
one.
I appreciate it, man. Sorry I'm not talking more. I got a little sinus infection left over from Talladega, so.
It happens, and you talked more to
Yeah,
tell
man.
me that. All right, bud. Have a good night.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Bye.
That is Dustin Franklin in the 74. And now we'll go catch on with the 8 car, Alec Daffin, getting the win tonight. Sir, how does it feel to bring home the victory in your first Fort Worth screen printing Xfinity Series race?
It's good. I mean, I definitely didn't have that right fastest car. Had a little bit of luck playing to it there, but we'll take what's given to us.
Yeah, definitely. People pulling all kinds of strategy, trying to slow down you and Hayden Lowell, and unfortunately the wreck taking out Hayden, so you didn't have to fend off the other car that was up there just with you most of the race. But how much fun was that racing with Hayden throughout the entire race?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I definitely had more short run speed than him, which wasn't expecting, but like on the long run, he would run me down there. That last run, I mean, ran me down from like second back and pulled away from me there. So yeah, he was definitely gonna have the win there if that went green. But I mean, we were the two fastest cars, and we were up there most of the race, which was nice. Sucks what happened to him there at the end, but he still came back for P7, I think. So at least
I
he
like
salvaged the
I
okay
like
finish.
watching you drive around the track backwards and you go by the huge Quaker State sign that tells you to go the other direction.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
kind of a rule
entertaining.
breaker, so I gotta live up to that.
10-4. All right, you got those friends, family, and sponsor shout outs to give to us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for putting the league on the broadcast. Try Racing Products, Cameron Paris for having me on the team, and everybody watching at home.
10-4. Congrats on the victory, and we'll see you in the next race. Thank you so much.
Thank you, DG.
Alec Daffin in the 8 car. Just pretend that 4 is not there. Getting the victory tonight. Congrats to him. Hayden Law, such a strong run all night long. Just did not work out for him in the long run. I'm checking for decals now. We have to say this has been iRacing.com. Go on over there, pick up a subscription where you can get this track, these cars, and come race with us. Go to dgsracing.com, click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can sign up to run any one of our 9 different leagues. We'd love to have you. Come check it out. Friendly place. We welcome everybody. So come on in, check it out. We'd love to have you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast. Let's look at our final results before we head on out. We have Alec Daffin winning, Dustin Franklin, Bikey, Rivard, and Dingman in your top 5. Scherer, Hayden Lowell, J.R. Deal, Corey Deal, and Matt Benke for the top 10. Page 2, Ryan Brennan, Mike Edwards, Jay Munch, John Garrett, Paul Gallimore, Clapper Newell had good runs going for a number of those cars, but that late wreck took out quite a few of them. Lafayette finishes a lap down in 17th. Roebuck ended up back a lap down in 18th. Ethan Evers 19th, and Cliff Mullins winds up in 20th. Jonathan Legger and Jake Lawrence, tough night for both of those machines. Those two Toyotas finished 21st and 22nd on the night. That'll do it for Sidewinder Racing Leagues at Kentucky. Hope you guys had a fantastic night watching our coverage of the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series presented by Mr. Ghostman. Come on out and check out our next event. Tomorrow night, Clint Roberts has the Cup Series over on his Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Clobberts, CLOBBERTS. Go check it out. Be a good time over there, and then we'll be back at it on Thursday night with the Truck Series. So you already know where to go. Just hit that follow button. We'll be live on Thursday. Appreciate you guys so much, and we will see you in the next race.